Welcome back to Eat Sleep Sixes. I'm gonna say this was a tough loss because we lost to an 0-14. So I'm definitely gonna say it's a tough loss. Um, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I still have no idea who this team is. I don't think they know who they are. I said something on Twitter about them just being a bunch of guys out there, not really a team, and of course, someone had to give me shit about it because that's just the way Twitter is. But if you think that this team isn't just a bunch of guys out there who don't know what the hell they're doing together, well, then please freaking enlighten me.
All I saw from the Sixers tonight was a bunch of ISO basketball. That's all I saw. The entire game, I just felt like I was watching playground basketball. Every play was isolation. Hold on, let me check our assists real quick. Give me a second. We had 17 assists. Led by Maxey with 7. But other than that, nobody had any.
I don't know what they were doing. The offense was discombobulated. No, there was no rhythm. People were just chucking up shots, rimming out, not getting rebounds. Repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep. So we couldn't beat the Detroit Pistons at home. And Tobias Harris got to make us look like fools. So that's fun. That's always a fun thing. Um, at least it wasn't Paul Reed out there making us look like a fool.
I think it
Oh,
was worse being Tobias. I think it was worse being Tobias because Paul Reed was the starting power forward for the Detroit Pistons. Paul Reed would have got an ovation. They would have
yeah.
showed him some love. They wouldn't have wasted 48 minutes of NBA time and about 2.5 hours of real time booing Paul Reed the way they did Tobias Harris. And at the end of the day, Tobias Harris not only got the last laugh with his team winning, he got the last laugh because he had a better game than he probably had in all his years in Philadelphia.
Probably. He how many rebounds he get? Never got
14
that
rebounds.
many rebounds here.
14
Never.
rebounds. This is the guy we slandered for years on how he couldn't do shit for us.
Uh-huh, like, "You
We
how are you
couldn't wait
six
for him to
eight?
get
You
out of
can't get a
here.
rebound."
We couldn't wait for him to leave Philadelphia. And the second he got on the train to Motown and came back to Philadelphia, I'm not saying he's having a great season. This is not BG saying, damn, maybe Tobias is good. I still think he trashed, but it's just crazy how even the person we know sucks can have a good game in Philadelphia. Like we know Tobias Harris is trash. Like we know firsthand how soft Tobias Harris is. But even his soft ass can have a good game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Congratulations, Tobias Harris. Congratulations. You showed us. This was embarrassing, yo.
Guys,
From the
it
word
it
go.
it
My bad.
was
I'm not even looking at the comments. My bad.
I yeah, I don't know. I think that, it just kills me that I don't remember the last time we got off to this bad of a start. I really don't. Thank you all for confirming exactly how I feel, but I get called big fraud and shit on Twitter because I'm telling the truth. I tell the truth and I'm a fraud fan. I'm sorry. It doesn't negate my fandom. It just means, hey, I can point out when this team's not playing up to their ability.
They
Sorry.
cooked. Hey, that's a fact, Danny. They cooked the shit out of him. This was downright embarrassing. I don't care about Embiid not being there. I don't
I
give a
got I
damn
gotta
about
eat my
Paul
crumble
George.
cookie. I'm sorry. I gotta eat
I
my
don't
crumble
give a
cookie.
damn about none of that. I'm being serious. This team, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. No, we lost wire to wire to the Detroit Pistons.
Mhm.
I gotta eat my crumble cookie. I'm sorry. I don't have the real crumble cookie. I made my own.
Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing. We traded him for it. It's gone.
I don't know, guys. Yabusele is not a 5. He's not even going to pretend to be a 5. He cannot play those backup 5 minutes. He just can't. I would rather see them attempt to see what Bona can do.
All right, look, that's enough about the players. Everybody in the chat wants you to address Nick Nurse. Because I've been watching it in the chat this whole time, and I've been trying to shoot you some bell, Nick Nurse. I've been trying to blame it all on the players. But damn it, I'm watching a team go out there and literally run nothing but isolation. Literally, the whole game was all isolation. Rewatch that game and tell me when you saw any type of set. It was all isolation.
I even posted the same thing on Twitter. I was like, ISO, 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 because that's all I saw was ISO. And Nick Nurse, what are you doing, my guy? What?
That was my.
Are you practicing? Are you actually practicing?
Yeah, they practicing. They actually announced that. They said Paul and Joel practice, and they're gonna probably practice tomorrow. And so they are. Something's happening.
What are they doing in practice? Are they just shooting? I mean, are they running sets? Are they scheming for?
Oh,
I mean,
it's sad that KJ has to be our backup center, and he's our more like. Don't get me wrong, Drummond is still my favorite signing of the offseason because when Embiid's here, it's good to have him as the backup. But we're actually better at our best right now when KJ's out there, not Drummond. Like, we rebound better, obviously, with Drummond. We defend better, obviously, with Drummond. But at least KJ run the floor. Like, but it's nasty that we got to put KJ at center. He's 6'6". He's 6'6", y'all.
I would rather KJ play center than Yabusele. I don't want to see him play center anymore. I'm sorry. He gets in that painted area and he gets the ball stripped. Like 5 times out, at least half the time, he gets stripped.
What is it about Philadelphia? Like, I think we celebrated and was very excited with the transition from Brett Brown to Doc Rivers, only to be shown that Doc Rivers might not be it. And he definitely wasn't it. Only to get that same excitement about getting a coach that has beat us in the past in big moments and has won a championship, sort of like Doc Rivers, has won championship. And we were back up on that high horse. Oh, yes, we finally got a competent coach. Remember what I said?
Did we really?
Remember what I said about us, y'all? I know we don't like this comparison. And I know Smitty is just up in arms when I say this. He get happy when I say this. But, dog, we're Cowboys fans, yo. What is the difference between a Sixers fan and a Cowboys fan? Tell me.
I don't know, because I don't watch the Cowboys, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you. Yeah, I don't. There
you don't have to watch the Cowboys to know the Delulu Cowboys fans. You know how they are. You know the delusional Cowboys fans.
You mean like the Blake Lees and the Smitties?
They do the same thing.
You talking about the Blake Lees and the Smitties and stuff? Yeah, you talking about them dudes. I get you.
Yeah, man. It's just like, God, dog, how many times do we got to keep doing the same thing over and over again, man? It's the same fucking result, and it's just killing me. This loss hurt, y'all. This loss hurt.
This didn't hurt. You know why? Because I was laughing at it. I was like, this is embarrassing. They are embarrassing themselves. I kind of had to take myself out of Sixers fandom and just watch the ridiculous, like, worse than college level basketball that they were playing. I mean, it was ludicrous. I literally was laughing at the TV, like, who plays that badly against the worst team in the league?
What was my exact words when I text concerning that comment on the bottom of the screen? What did I text you in the middle of the third?
We need to boo the Sixers.
Y'all worry about booing Tobias. Stop. Y'all wasting y'all time. 48 straight minutes of booing this man, and he cooking it. Stop.
I'm booing myself right now because I got crumble cookie all over my keyboard.
I'm booing myself because I'm actually going to see these clowns on Saturday play the Grizzlies.
Oh,
and
good luck with that.
They're going to get what? Ja's going to just run up and down the court, make shots here, make shots there. We're just going to watch.
Let's keep it 100. You're going to go watch Ja.
Yeah, you know I love Ja.
I disagree with this. I think this is not the $200 million maxi. He got paid $200 million to be next to Embiid. He ain't get $200 million for his ability to lead us to the championship or lead us in the playoffs or lead us anywhere. He got paid $200 million to be the sidekick to the process. And he's just being asked to do more right now. He's just being asked to do way more, and he's putting up more, but not producing wins. 25 shots for 32 points just ain't it.
Can you think of any positives to pull from this game?
Nope, because like, and to be honest, I love Maxey. I do. I love Maxey. I've been praising this kid since he started, and for the simple fact that he promised to improve every year, and so far he has been doing that. We can't criticize him over 4 games when he just won most improved player, made an all-star. We can't criticize him yet, in my opinion. But I don't feel like he's ready to lead. You understand what I'm saying? And it's obvious when Embiid ain't around. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even when Embiid ain't around, he act like Embiid's around.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate commenters like this. I don't hate you, Ryan. What should we be talking about right now?
Maybe this is the same person that's been bullying me on Twitter.
Stop for a second. What should we be talking about right now after we were just down at one point by 20 to the Detroit Pistons?
I don't know. I just asked you all to think of anything positive that you could think of.
Like, we're just talking real, dog. Like, right now, yes, it's only 4 games in, but within 4 games, we're judging the 4 games. Like, what the hell do you want us to talk about? It'll be better soon, guys. We're just speaking what we saw, yo. I don't understand what you want us to speak about right now. We're talking about what we just saw in the game. Did you see something different? Please put in the comments what you saw and we'll elaborate on it. But don't tell us we're crybabies because we're addressing what we saw and what we've seen in the first 4 games.
Like, yeah, what are we supposed to be talking about here? This isn't a Sixers podcast. We're going to talk about the game that we just saw. And if you didn't see a game that was complete garbage, I don't know what to tell you. Jared McCain had no place on that floor tonight. I was saying earlier that, that rookie's getting, I don't know why he's getting so many minutes. And, I'm not really mad about it, but why aren't we seeing what Eric Gordon can do more? Why aren't we seeing what Reggie Jackson can do more? Why are we seeing so much of Jared McCain?
Reggie who? You mean the guy who hasn't played? Probably played like 2 minutes in 4 games?
They totally took Ricky Council's flow. He's got enough flow. They took him out of the game altogether. He just is on the bench. He comes in for maybe 4 minutes a game. Garbage time.
My only thing is that we can't have our cake and eat it too. For years, we got on Doc for not playing young guys, not playing guys we drafted early in the draft and our first round picks. So we were just complaining about that the last 2-3 years. Maybe this is just the direction Nick Nurse wants to go. Hey, we drafted this guy in the first round. Let's see what he got. So I understand why he's playing, but watching him play, yo, he can't defend anybody. He's a worse defender than Maxey.
And
like,
he's
bad.
He's not the shooter that he has a reputation of being. And he missed a couple simple layups tonight. Everybody was missing layups. Like, I look at the Detroit Pistons and they're just making easy layups. I'm like, it shouldn't be that easy for them. Why are we making it so easy for them?
Because they were actually cutting, running plays. We played isolation basketball for 48 minutes. I'm actually surprised that we had 17 assists. Like, seeing 17 is surprising to me. I really didn't feel like we had that type of game. But I understand that if you pass somebody the ball and they score within like the first 3 seconds of them getting a pass, sometimes you get the assist. So I get that. But it didn't look like we had 17 assists tonight. We were playing ISO all game. All game.
I'm gonna comment on this comment. Yabusele was way more aggressive in the summer, and for real, I agree with everything my co-host said about Yabusele and how he's being used. But at the same time, I'm gonna give him a pass because, to be honest, I don't really think he even had a clue that he was going to end up in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And we only 4 games deep. We got this conversation about him later on in the season, but right now to say he was way more aggressive in the summer is 4 games, bro. And we don't know how much he's going to be used once Embiid comes back. Might not even see the guy again. But right now, as we speak, I cannot agree with what you're saying right there, Danny.
I can agree with what he's saying, Jose, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it's different. That was the Olympics. He was playing for a gold medal. Right now, it's the 4th game of the regular season. He's not going to be Olympic Yabusele.
Yeah. I mean, he's been playing with them guys for years, and he plays in a different role there. That's just not his role here. He's never going to get the ball in the positions he was given the ball in the Olympics. He's never going to get plays called for him the way he was getting plays called for him in the Olympics. It's a different situation.
Why he took the job? Bro, are you serious, bro? So you mean to tell me if the NBA calls you and say, my guy, I got a spot for you in the Philadelphia 76ers.
No,
and to be honest,
he didn't say why. He said, so what he took the job. He's saying, look, you did it. You in the NBA now.
All right, I'm about to say, I thought
he didn't say why.
It was a typo. I thought it was a typo. I'm about to go crazy. But listen, I mean, you take the job, of course. He took the job. Anybody gonna take the job? I mean, that's common sense. At some point, common sense got to kick in. You want that bread, but at the same token, you got to come play, bro. This is the NBA. They only watch the Olympics every 4 years. You being watched almost on a nightly basis.
Hey, Ryan, I'm not saying
Ryan, we're here again.
That Nick Nurse can't coach. I didn't say he can't coach. I said when we got Doc Rivers, we thought we were getting one thing and we got another. I feel like it's the same thing with Nick Nurse. We thought something was going to change about the Sixers, but it looks the exact same. That's all I'm saying. Yes, he can coach. Yes, he can coach. If he couldn't coach, he wouldn't be in NBA. He can definitely coach. But what's the difference between this Sixers team and a Doc Rivers coach Sixers team? I just asked that question. I'll ask that question. If you could type it in the comments, please answer that question. Tell me what you see different in the Nick Nurse-led Sixers and the Doc Rivers-led Sixers. Because I just don't see a difference. That's all I'm saying.
I see ISO too. I don't see.
Look, RJ got a good point. Doc Rivers was winning games when we was injured, at least. We wasn't losing to the Detroits when we – that's all I'm saying. Not Nick Nurse can't coach. It's just like, what's the difference between Nick Nurse and Doc Rivers right now? Just saying.
I'm agreed. I feel like Nick Nurse is overrated, and Doc Rivers was like 2 seconds from getting on the bus for free. And I don't think he should have been coaching anymore. Period. His reign was over. You know what I'm saying? They already gave him his bus pass before he signed the contract with the Sixers. So he was getting to the stadium for free.
My bad, Ryan.
I'm just saying.
Talking to the people in the chat.
Okay. Well, good enough.
All
right.
What do you think needs to? Obviously, we can't. I don't want to say bring back Joel Embiid and Paul George. With this roster currently constructed, do you think we change things up? Do we switch up minutes? Do we put Maxey off the ball a little more? Well, we already got him off the ball because Kyle's starting. I don't know where we go, man.
I don't know where we go from here. We need more offense from somebody not named Tyrese Maxey. We need accuracy. You know what I mean? Because I think guys are just chucking up shots. They're not waiting. It's like they're trying to do too much. They're in too much of a hurry. They're not playing smart basketball, right? They just, especially with these younger guys, they're trying to like keep up with the pace, and I think that's affecting their game. Slow down a little, play your game, set up your defense. You know, I mean, do the fundamentals. Don't just try to run and chase these fast young players. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like he overuses Kyle, and I get it. That was this guy over there. He like, and I respect Kyle Lowry's tenure in the NBA. He played with some pretty good people. If you look at his resume, on the teammates that actually played with him, there's a nice ensemble there. I get that, but let's keep it 100. Kyle Lowry is also 2 seconds from getting on the bus for free.
Yo, why
So
you want
if you
everybody to be old as you, dog? Like,
Yo, come on. Kyle Lowry got like 22 years in the league, bro. He up there with all the people who already been in the league for a dub.
he not up there with you though. You about to get on the bus for free, and you telling me he
I've
about
been
to?
on the bus for free. I don't know what you talking about.
So when we have Kelly Oubre and Caleb Martin both having really off nights is a recipe for disaster if we don't have Paul George and Embiid. So that's like, how many
That is,
points are we missing?
yo, that's crazy. When you look at our roster, like Kelly Oubre and Caleb Martin is probably our best offensive options outside of Baxter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yep. So you take those guys have off nights, and there's no way we're winning
Well,
unless we're
they
playing
had all.
top-notch defense, which we're not even close to doing.
Ryan, I said
I agree.
we all want Oubre to be the
Yeah, I'm
sixth
about
man.
to say,
We all
Ryan,
want Oubre to be the
Ryan,
sixth man.
I mean, you're beating the dead horse here. You know what I'm saying? We all want Oubre, and that's no disrespect to you. You're on point with your comment. I'm giving you bigger. I'm bigging you up. We all want Oubre to come off the bench. We're gonna have to write a grievance and send it to Nick Nurse, and maybe it'll work. I'm not sure. Maybe a petition or
But
something.
we gotta get
We
healthy
gotta get
first,
those
though,
guys
because
back
when
first.
you look at this roster, who starts over Oubre? KJ Martin? He our backup center?
Yeah, exactly. Because remember when Caleb didn't start, that's who started. So you're gonna take out Kelly and you're gonna put in KJ. What? It's not better.
We're gonna have zero shooting on the floor. Drummond gonna be out there shooting threes, dog. I think
Drummond can't even make a freaking. He can't even dunk the ball right now.
Our
when I
three,
play
Prophet,
when I
our
play
3-point
people,
shooters is Paul George and Tyrese. All right. We don't have a full squad, so we can't see that. But once the squad gets full and we're seeing the normal lineup on a normal basis, you're gonna eat those words. I'm sorry.
this was Caleb Martin's first bad game, but what we're saying is if Caleb Martin and Oubre have a bad game, this is what we kind of can expect. We can expect Maxey to get around his average. He's going, even if he struggles, he's going to get his points. But if Oubre and Caleb Martin, while Paul George and Embiid are out the lineup, combine for 20 points and a really bad shooting percentage, that equals.
That's another thing. I don't feel like Caleb Martin is playing the position that he was brought here to play because this team is so disorganized with the roster right now. That's the conversation. That's the conversation for another day, though. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's playing out of position. Like my boy BG said a few podcasts ago, you can't expect too much from this roster because you don't know what you're gonna get. Everybody's playing different role every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go on Instagram. There's clips. I shared them. I'm just saying.
All right, so this game is in the books. I'm hoping that we're going to look back at this game at the end of the season and just laugh and realize it was meaningless.
This is our San Antonio loss. Jose always like to bring up that San Antonio loss. What was that, like 3 years ago, early on in the season? Remember that? He always bring up that San Antonio loss.
Yo, we got smoked the first game of the season, bro. Smoked. By Wembanyama wasn't even there yet.
Wemby wasn't even there yet.
He wasn't even there yet, bro. And this man right here I'm talking to was at that game.
I was.
And we got smoked.
We going out west. We going out west, y'all.
We're going out west. First, we got the Grizzlies,
the Suns, the Clippers, and the Lakers.
And if we don't get some reinforcements from one of those two yahoos sitting out there with their knees that we don't know what the hell's wrong with.
Prophet, you want some of my crumble cookie, man? I'm going to give you some of this, man. You ain't stop playing with me and that PJ Tucker stuff. I got some crumble cookie for you because that's what we need to eat right now.
We're going to be 1-7.
Talk about basketball, Jen.
We're going to be 1-7 at the end of this. So I really hope that they do come back and soon. And because I feel like I can't judge who this team is without them. I don't know what's happening.
I can stand for them not being ready on the second against the Grizzlies. I could stand that one. But I think that Phoenix, Clippers, and Lakers game I think at least one has to be back. At least one. But hopefully both by at least the Clippers game. But that Suns game can get nasty if we don't got either one of them. It could get nasty. So hopefully not. But I don't think we need them for Memphis. I think we could beat Memphis without them.
We couldn't beat the Pistons without him. Come on now. Gonna beat Ja. Ja beat us single-handedly.
I'm just trying to. Who was it? Danny, was it you that said it, or was it? Who was it? I'm just trying to find some positivity in this shit, man. This shit hurt, man. We lost to the Pistons. No, I don't even say we lost to the Pistons. Tobias Harris actually got to talk shit to Philadelphia today. He got to talk. That's what hurt the most to me in this loss. I hate the loss. Yes, it sucked. But the fact that he was able to say, man, get the F out of here so many times, or shut the F up, or come on, keep going. The fact that he was able to do that, like and mean it. He had some bark in his bite today. God, dog, I hated to see that, man. I hated to see it.
He doesn't realize he's muted.
Oh, my bad. I muted you when you was talking about the crumble cookie. I unmuted you now. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, how you gonna come at me over the crumble cookie, bro? Listen, I got a question for you. Does Embiid go ape shit on the Pistons next time we meet? Yes or no?
I don't know. Just is it on the second half of a back-to-back? Because if so, he won't be playing.
I'm glad you said it, Jen, because I was about to say, is Joel Embiid going to play the Pistons again? Like, we never know. We never know with this team, man. But again, I think we'll be all right when we healthy. It's just it's so hard to. This was like process type game. This was like watching. Whew, Tony Roughton out there.
Yeah.
Look.
Hollis Thomas.
Did y'all not read Lionel Robinson's comment, bro?
Yeah, I read it. I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, that's why I left it up there.
I agree with him. I said that on Twitter, and I got roasted.
This is crazy. I mean, but you read what you sow.
Obviously, I was on the pregame and wasn't watching. Does anybody know how the fans received the tribute video? Because I didn't.
I know it ended in a b-ball Paul chants.
Oh, so that was basically their way of not booing, but letting Tobias know, no, we cheering for Paul Reed. Like, we not rocking with you.
Yeah.
Damn, dog. Where do we go from here?
Well, got the Grizzlies, and then next week we'll be doing, I guess,
got the Clippers and the Lakers.
Our pregame shows.
Our pregame shows, y'all. Our pregame shows. We will not be doing postgame shows during the West Coast trip because the games will be so late. They won't be ending till around 11:30, 11:45 Eastern time. So to save y'all from having to stay up and talk to us at postgame, we only going to do a pregame. But we're going to give y'all 4 hours for pregame for all 3 of those games. So
yeah, I'm gonna give y'all an hour because I got to DVR the game. My eyes start closing after the first quarter.
I'm not gonna lie. I was worried the second we got off a pregame. I said, damn, this could be one of the ones Jen fall asleep. I was like, if any game Jen gonna fall asleep, this gonna be one of the ones, dog. Oh.
It would have been off if it weren't for the show. It would have definitely been off. So y'all who were in the chat and you watched the whole game on your own accord, bless your hearts, because that game would have been off.
real quick on we got the Grizzlies at home, but on the 3-game West Coast road swing, 3-game West Coast road swing, Phoenix, Clippers, Lakers. What is the Sixers record in those 3 games before we get out of here?
Guys, I can't tell you until I know.
Yeah, we don't even know who's going to be playing. You're right. That was a terrible question.
I honestly can't.
Because we have no clue who's going to be playing.
Because if it's this crew, we're coming back a bunch of L's.
Yeah.
I don't think this group of guys without Paul George or Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to see the injury reports for the teams. Maybe that's what. But if all 3 of those teams is healthy, man, that's gonna be a tough road trip. That's one of the road trips you wish was later on in the year when hopefully everybody's healthy or everybody's on the team. But nah, it's road trip early. Might as well get it out the way early, I guess.
Yeah. It was kind of shocking to have a West Coast road trip so soon.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking.
It's like the Eagles having their bye so early.
I like the Eagles bye early. Get it over with so I could just get nonstop.
Yeah, waiting 14 days to play. That's weird.
All
right, well,
get us out
time
of here,
to wrap this up.
We somehow got 25 people to stay with us while we was crying.
Bless your hearts.
They only stood because of the crumble cookie, bro. That's the only reason why they stood. With that being said, look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tobias is an all-star. If you ain't understand what I said in English, I'm gonna tell you in Spanish. No te olvides decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo.
Have a good night.
Yo, I love y'all. Everybody have a great night. Also tomorrow, East Sleep Sixers signing out.